Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
We got the
Halloween.
devil. We got the devil. We have the Queen of Cups.
Cups.
Queen of Cups. And the devil card. I'm just the Fool. I'm the
On a
Fool
mission.
card.
On a mission.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
I like that. Yeah. On a new adventure.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, greeter. Hi, everyone. Hi, Lynn.
Hugs to you.
Marvita.
Nice to see you all.
Everyone. Melinda's here. False Teeth Real Tarot. Yeah. Sister of 6. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
She just voted in New York. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. The voting is all going on right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it up. Terry Renner's in the house. Constance.
T-Bar.
Hi, T-Bar. Nice.
Yeah, Sharon Sype.
Yay.
Oh, T-Bar. Yeah, hugs, everyone.
Hi,
Hugs. Roland, Ron, Suzanne. Awesome.
Suzanne. Hugs.
Oh, vibrational realist.
Oh, that's been a while.
Hi.
Good to see
you.
Hi. Good to see you here. Here we are. Got the devil card, got the Queen of Cups, and the Fool.
We are representing.
We're representing. All right.
I got my chopsticks here so I can itch under this wig.
Oh, good idea.
Or scratch under it. Scratch the itch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's like itchy. It's not real hair. It's
yeah. Constance said you look beautiful, Denise, and that is your color.
Mm-hmm.
This is a color for me, really? Oh, thank you. I didn't know. It's all a big experiment.
Last night, so happy Halloween, Ron. I was sleeping.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
They thought you were the Little Mermaid.
A Little Mermaid. Yeah, that sounds like that could work too.
Versatile.
Matches my crown chakra.
Yeah.
That's so funny because when I meditate, I always see. Well, I don't see blue. I see this purple.
Oh yeah, the purple. Thank you, Suzanne.
I get this. I guess the brighter purple. Yeah.
Of course.
Anyway.
Of course, Debbie and Lisa are lovely as well, but not as.
Oh, we got like an honorable mention.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh no! See, and I think I look awful in this. Actually, you guys, I love Lisa's, and Debbie looks so cool. Come on, you guys. Well, wait. Were you guys on with Scott, and they've already seen you? Is that it? Maybe.
Oh, I was on Scott, so they already saw me.
I wasn't on Scott. They've seen this outfit, though. A few of them might have.
You've worn it before, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Itch here. Yeah, no, you look awesome. I love you in that red.
Okay, Marvita, I'll look for the email. Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, we're here.
Oh.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
So what's happening for us this Halloween, Denise?
Oh, astrologically? Yeah. Well, I have one chart here for the new moon, but for today we have one of those yods in like a configuration that's a finger of fate, finger of God, finger of spirit, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
That goes from Chiron and Aries, which is all about healing our self-worth issues and where we can stop putting others first and pleasing others first, that kind of thing, where we can balance that out, over to the Sun and Mars that are together in Scorpio, so it can be deeply healing. And then it goes to, it also connects with, the Sun is connecting to Ceres, so that's, they might have some kind of a breakthrough but I don't know if we'll see it for a while, but they might get something done behind the scenes for us on the supply chain demand thing, to get the ships going. And because Mars and Scorpio can kind of push things through sometimes.
On that too. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't, yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then, yeah, but there's, it's Saturn is still in contact there, which is a challenge. So it's kind of like one thing canceling out the other sometimes. But, we've got this wisdom and justice that can come in for us. We can work on the opportunities there because the moon's in Virgo today, 10 degrees Virgo, and it connects to Chiron, so we can work in ways to protect our resources a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
And let go of our fears of not having enough, and just kind of like, we're probably already about as stocked up as we can be, those of us who could stock up. And if we have extras, we can share that with others who don't have it. And this is that time of year where, I don't know about you guys where you are, but they come around and they come around from like the food banks, and they'll pick up whatever you put out,
Yeah, I love
so
that.
I've got tons of stuff to put out. But most of all, just, to have compassion for yourself and others. And then we can also, because of this other configuration here, we can have some breakthroughs come through in dream time and meditation. Creative visualization will work really well.
Is that dream time already started? Because
yeah. Did you have some wild dreams last night?
Wild dreams last night. Wild.
And you're down by the ocean, right?
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah. There you go.
Right on the ocean. I'm in Del Mar. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But yeah, so we can have some, deep transformation of our deepest wounding. And the thing that I kept getting was just to remember that no matter what, we're worthy. Like you are worthy, and you deserve that all that life has to offer. So when you come back home to yourself and you belong to yourself, then you can create and like shift a whole new reality. But if we're always looking out there for other people to mirror that to us, then we just are it just doesn't work. It's not going to work. And then with the new moon, so the new moon happens Thursday at 2:14 p.m. Pacific time. And there we have, because the sun and the moon in Scorpio, are conjunct at 12 degrees in an exact opposition to Uranus in Taurus at 12 degrees, we can have a major breakthrough that can be just deeply, deeply healing and transformational. And then on another level, so that's kind of for us, but anybody working spiritually. But on another level, politically, I'm thinking that some people might be telling the truth.
Yeah, we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some major breakthroughs.
That's coming.
Like that.
And we have to remember that there are 18 people that are, they're cooperating with that January 6th committee, and like Steve Bannon was the only one that said, "No, I'm out of here," kind of thing. And there are 18 people that are cooperating, and we've had dumps already. All weekend. It's just Friday and Thursday, Friday, Rachel Maddow's Boomerang episode was. That was incredible to watch. Like, wow. Yeah. So anyway, so then this other thing, everything that I said before about today is actually happening pretty much all week, honestly. Because we have that yod coming back in again on Friday. Yeah. So there's things that are just happening all week.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
Week. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. So, and then Venus is in Sag at 29 degrees, but it's getting ready to, to pop over to Venus in Capricorn. And that's going to help bring in more awareness if people aren't in integrity, versus whether they are. And, so that's we're gonna see some things. We're gonna see some things happening, and people are gonna either get on board and get in the truth or not.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to this week. I feel like it's a good opportunity, if I can kind of put this all in a nutshell for us. It's a good opportunity for us to be truthful with ourselves and really step into that and use it for expansion. Again, we can either let this type of stuff corner us, or we can harness it and use it for expansion. So let's step into our truth. And empowerment of our own. Is that a good week to do that? Is this a good week?
It's any week is a good, any moment is a good time to, but that's the best advice you could probably give spiritually to anybody, is just like use the energy that's coming
the energy
through.
Instead of letting it use you.
Right. And it's always about being in integrity, and just like you said, being really honest with yourself. And, like when you have those angsty feelings that are kind of like, it's like, just take a deep breath. I have to remind myself that all the time. Calm down. Relax.
So, and today we have a very thin veil, October 30th.
Yeah.
It's usually
I love that way. And I love that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's probably your higher self. That's probably, or a guide, right? It could be a guide.
It could have been a loved one. Who knows?
Guardian angel.
Say hi because they can. It's easier energy today. So today's a good day for all those in the class and in the mediumship class that Kim and I are doing. Today's a good day to practice.
Yes. Very good.
Practice.
So people are asking about my mom. So I'll give a little update. For those of you who hadn't heard, my mom had a pretty severe episode where she actually stopped breathing. She was in the ER at the time, thank goodness. Anyway, so they put a pacemaker in, and she's doing so much better, you guys. Every day I see her, it's like more and more positive. She's looking really, really good and feeling good. It's huge because it was very, very scary. Her electricity is not working anymore. The doctor just said, well, her heart's old and electricity doesn't work anymore. Thank goodness for pacemakers, guys. It's given her some more time.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Thank you for all the prayers. And I am happy to be here with her, and been making food and doing stuff in the yard and doing her thing. I can't believe she does all this stuff.
How old is she?
She's 84.
Oh my goodness. She's having her Uranus return. That's a magical thing. No wonder she needed a jump start.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and she's got the goods to do it. Oh my goodness. It can be a huge, your Uranus return can just be a huge enlightenment, that comes through. She's not going to be the same gal on all levels, I don't think.
So. No, literally, because we've been having the most amazing conversations.
Yes.
I mean,
wow.
It's been
like
incredible.
open.
It's been a real, no matter how hard it was, and me getting here, and the fear I was in, and the sadness, and it's been the most incredible time with her since I've been here. So, yeah. So thank you for asking, and thanks for all your prayers and continued prayers for that. I told her about you all, and I said, I have a whole community of people praying for you, and she got all teary, and so she was so grateful to all of you all and all the prayers coming in. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Yay, D.
Lucian's not going to be here with us today, so we're on our own, gang.
Yeah, so Troll Patrol.
Get those wrenches out.
Yeah. That's great, Lisa.
We can go wild, you guys. We can go wild.
Yeah.
Mom in the house. Thank
That's
you,
so
Yolanda.
funny.
Thank you, all of you. So I think after what we were talking about, Denise, maybe we should check into
the backdrop people thing. We have to talk about that for a minute.
That's at the end.
We'll do it at the end? Okay.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
was thinking about we could read on, because you were bringing up
Those 18 people
Yeah.
that are cooperating,
Yeah.
the January 6th committee.
So let's read on the January 6th committee and what we have to look forward to this week.
Okay.
Thank you for being on poll. Who said that? I missed it. I'm looking up. Oh, I missed it.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you don't have all right.
Well, thank you for being on Troll Patrol.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second.
Let's take a look at what's going to happen this week with the committee. What do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, I don't see any questions up further except for Mimi. Yeah, Mercury retro shade. Yeah, it's done actually November 2nd. So
here, pin me.
Tuesday. Huh?
Pin me.
What?
Pin you?
Pin you? You mean give her a wrench or something? Is that what you mean?
No, I put the question in.
Pin.
Oh, you put it in. Oh,
ping you. Oh, I was going to pin.
Pop her over.
What were you gonna do to me? What?
What do you want?
Pin you.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Oh my gosh.
Asking you shall have, right?
That's right. Wish granted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this says what's going to happen this week with the commode.
Even funnier. Do him autocorrect. Well, we can throw cards on that. I was typing too fast.
Hey, the devil made you do it.
The devil made you do
I love it. This is perfect.
Happy Halloween. All right.
Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, happy Halloween, Joanne.
I can retype that if you'd like.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's do that.
Well, just in case
you
someone
might
comes on later and is like, what commode?
That's priceless.
What's going to happen this week?
Yeah, Arlene's like, I was wondering. Marjorie is what?
Something's like, who's commode?
What?
What?
Okay. So, will we see something this week with the commission? Will something come out from the January 6th committee?
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
And we're going to try and narrow it down to just this 1 week.
Well,
I guess
let's look at this week, and then we can kind of follow where the trail takes us, right?
Yeah, let's start with this week. Yeah. Commode or bidet.
Happy Halloween to you.
Daniette. Oh, aloha. Mahalo.
Mahalo. I love the color.
Yes. I do too. Yeah. My favorite color.
All right. What's happening this week? Any movement, breakthroughs. Because this is the week of breakthroughs. So let's see. That's why I wanted to read them, right?
Yeah, I hear you. By the new moon, with the new moon, we can intend too. We can intend to have, right? Because it's that new moon in Scorpio. You got something already, don't you, girlfriend?
I do have something already.
Yeah,
You're
talking about the shift. I did get the death card, so that's a definite shift for sure. I also got the Three of Wands. I think that there's something coming on the horizon here because I got the Queen of Swords, truth, information, all that stuff. And everybody that's under the microscope, they're feeling very defensive. This is the Seven of Wands. They're feeling it coming. They're feeling it coming. And I got the Fool. And I think that this is just everybody's going to be at the mercy of the committee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
At the bottom of my deck, I got the Five of Cups too. So.
Oh, very good.
Some people are asking Denise what you're dressed up as.
Oh, you guys, I'm the Queen of Cups today. Because of the blue, because it's the only wig I could get in time.
I love it.
And the crown came in a bag all crunched up. I had to like bend it back and glue it. I'm held together with a wig and crazy glue.
I have little wristbands, but I don't know what I did with them.
Oh.
I may have to go get those.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Wristbands.
Yeah. Gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Oh, she's going to go get them. Okay.
She's going to get them.
Do you want me to go, Debbie, or did you
get?
Are you getting But did you get a vision you're tracking? I don't want to.
You know, it's just the vision. Well, I shouldn't say it's not helpful. It's just showing a lot. You know, everything laid out and pulling some in. You know what I mean? Like everything's laid out, and they're making like let's pull this one in like that.
So you're getting a view of what the committee's doing, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, so I think my cards go with both of, you still have to draw yours, but so I've got things coming together, right?
Yeah.
And Mars and Cancer, it's all about going after what they really care about, like what nurtures the cause. Mm-hmm. And it, you know, you can see the caduceus there. This is the card of healing when things come together, right? Yeah. And then look what I got next. I got judgment. I got judgment. People coming together to bring down the judgment on who? Who may you ask? Let's put a pumpkin right on that head there. Let's just draw in some Cheeto crumbs and and then. Because somebody's coming forth with some major information, and it could even be something about a hack that happened. I don't know. But this is like something, something's coming through with the Page of Swords.
Well,
and then completion. Something's done. Nice. Something's done. And the guy, this is the challenge position. So the guy in the middle, we know who that is. But what were you going to say, Debbie? You got something.
Oh, well, Melissa says you're the blue fairy from Pinocchio.
But okay, that's good.
Because there's something coming out with Russia and a big hack against some information coming out against like Oprah and a bunch of people.
Oh, that's something else.
So that was interesting that you said hack. You said, I see maybe something hack or something coming through with that.
Yeah, the Page of Swords could definitely be a hack thing. Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway. Yeah. Not the same, but.
Well, but there is, you brought up the Russian thing, and that Boomerang, show the Boomerang episode on Rachel Maddow was all about, you remember those pings that were going back and forth between Alpha Bank and so Alpha Bank in Russia, ALFA Bank in Russia. There were they counted 2,700 pings, and this is before he even got in, Wow. And this was so this was all happening, and I think they caught 2,700 of them just in some week in August. But anyway, from Alpha Bank to Trump Tower in New York, or maybe it was the one in Washington, I don't know. But anyway, to Trump Tower. And what are those pings? Like, were they messages? Were they was it information about, my brain goes to money laundering information, like here's this, do that, or this, because it's
Mhm.
like a double set of books they keep with that. So, yeah. Anyway, so
Well,
that's
Foolish
out.
Tarot
And
says you look like a vision, Denise.
oh, thank you.
Denise is taking the show.
What's up?
Denise is every character everybody wants her to be today.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that. I don't mind.
Everybody that comes in is naming you something else. It's great. I love it.
I'll be like Mama Smurf or something next, or
Oh, totally.
Oh,
That's a great one.
I don't know. Thinking blue. I don't know.
So I'm seeing, we've had that, blocking all this. We have a lot of stuff coming in, right? But it's been kind of blocked and covered for now. But this week I see it opening up. We have the candle and the
Very good
fire coming in, and the club, they're headed for the hills because they're in fear. They're running for fear. And
oh my God, those cards came through when I did a reading on. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. And Don Jr. is totally implicated in this because there's a piece of paper where he wrote, if this is for Hillary, because part of the whole thing was him talking to, what was that guy's name? Oh, I can't remember. He was a really overweight guy that he was into disco and different things like that. And he was his friend. Art, what was it? Art. Oh, I can't even remember his name. It's been so long. I mean, we're talking 2016. But anyway, so this is another part of it where he was, what was her name? Like Vessels guy now. Oh, I can't even say her name. There were Natalie Vesselskin, something like that, some long, like Russian name. There were these people who were talking to, were trying to give Don Jr. information about Hillary right before the election. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie.
And so that's in there too. And there are documents to prove that. And I remember, and like Hope Hicks was on the plane with Trump at the time, and she said, "Oh, don't worry, it's a nothing burger," or something like that on the plane. But there's a document, like if it's about Hillary, I like it, or something that Don Jr. wrote. I have a copy of it. Yeah. Wow. So anyway.
So T Barb says I look like the Mad Hatter.
Oh, I love that hat. I love those goggles. Yeah. Marie was asking, what color does a Smurf turn if they hold their breath?
I know, I was giggling at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's a good question.
So what's there? I'm going to see if we can see if anything comes up with, like, what is because I feel like there's going to be people are going to be running for the hills because they're afraid. I feel like this week. Do you think they're going to finally, like, something's going to appease the people? You know what I mean? Are we going to be appeased somehow this week? Are they going to be?
Will someone at least throw us a bone of some sort, you mean? So where we feel like things are happening?
Yeah, we can hold on to that nugget. Thank you, Linda. Blessings.
That's a really good point, Debbie. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Yeah, because, one of the things that I heard this morning, no, what am I saying? Yesterday morning, I was watching Nally Velshi, and he was interviewing Joyce Vance, and she was saying that now that she's been watching what Merrick Garland's doing, she now knows that he's acting like the way you go after like a mob boss. Yeah. Or you go after the mob, you go from the bottom first, you get all the bottom fish, and that we should just be more patient, and then I guess Glenn Kirshner's been kind of like on Merrick Garland to get something done. But I was listening this morning to a podcast with, it's called Narrative. It's Zev Shalev. Towards the end of it, he had a part 1 and a part 2, and he has Craig Unger on there.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that wrote the American Compromise.
Thank
And,
you, Jay.
Jay,
Appreciate
happy
that.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween,
Thank
Jay.
you. Yay. But anyway, long story short, he popped in. It was a 2-parter, so you can find it on, if you just go to like Zev Shalev. He has it on this Podbean podcast. It doesn't, the app doesn't work very well. So if you get it and you're listening to it, I recommend do not try to rewind it and do not pause it, because you're gonna have to back out of the app and go back in, and it takes forever. I was like, it was just, I hate it when things don't work right, you know.
Thank you, Dana. Blessings to you.
Thank you, Dana. But anyway, so long story short, very long story short, not short, long story, not short. What's his name? Glenn Kirshner popped in towards the end of it and said, he said some things that made me think that he's relaxing and being more patient.
Oh.
He wasn't so hard on, as he is in his videos on Merrick Garland. But he does want him to get, to go after Bannon, like he, and he's right about that. Like Bannon should be definitely locked up right away. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, ladies, I threw some cards on this next one.
Okay.
Will any new information be released? I use the new little deck. So let's see what we get here. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, they're really cute. I did get the World, and I got Compass.
Ooh.
So are we wandering into international information? Something that's not necessarily in the United States,
Oh, yeah.
And that compass could also just be a sense of direction, like leading toward something, which is my next.
I always see that. We're settling into true north here.
I got gun and key.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
And then my last card I got is the tongue.
Oh.
Information.
Somebody's talking.
Somebody's got something to say.
Wow. Oh my goodness, honey, I'm backing that up. That's coming in. Yeah. So I've got something's going to come out about this, like, whoever is in this good old boys club. When you first started talking, Lisa, I was feeling like money laundering. So this club, of all these people connected, and their goals, their targets.
That was on the bottom.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. And the movement, the commerce that goes across the land, that could do with the money laundering too. That has to do. There's something to do with. I just heard avenues of escape. What the hell does that mean? Avenues of escape.
Well, there's people trying to run for the hills here, so remember.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because the next card has to do with, this could be the crime ring.
Thank you.
Oh, yep.
It could be the crime ring if we try, because the challenging thing is to translate things from these cards. But it is a crime ring, right? Because, it's always the challenging thing. The crime ring overseas and the documents. There's going to be documents. There's going to be a paper trail. So the crime ring paper trail. Wow. Overseas crime ring. So that goes with your world card. What was that after the world card? You had something. The second
I had compass after the world, and then I had key.
This would go with that compass. Yeah.
Yeah. The key. I had the gun.
The key and the gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Oh, and the tongue. Yeah.
And the tongue. Yeah. Somebody's talking. Right. Yeah. T-bar, swamp and home, lounge chair and whole guitar. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
dancing in the streets. What'd you get, Debbie?
So I have the Death, the Four of Cups, and the Karma. So yeah, it is a big shift this week.
Yes.
So this breakthrough that we're talking about, and the planets aligning, the tide is changing. Okay.
I can feel that. Yeah.
I mean, I got 4 major arcana cards and a 5-card. So
whoa.
And the moon, and then this is the outcome here. So
oh my goodness.
They're going to be exposed. So this is actually, I'm sorry, this is in reverse. So this is actually, there's going to be exposure. These people are going to be exposed out in the exposure. They're not going to be able to get in and out from, they can't get out from underneath it. Wherever they are, I'd like to know who.
Well, we're dealing with, we're talking, hold on, I have a list. Wait up.
Okay.
Hold on. Paul Gosar, Lauren Boebert, Mo Brooks, Marjorie Trader Greene, Madison Cawthorn, Andy Biggs, Louis Gohmert, and Mark Meadows. And there's a gal by the name of Katrina Pearson that was also a key figure in there. She was Trump's campaign teams. She was on Trump's campaign teams in 2016 and 2020 and worked with the organizers of the rallies before the mob stormed the Capitol. I got this from Heather Cox Richardson's newsletter. I just can't remember which day it was. So there, and it had to do with the organization that sponsored a bus tour and rallies. It has to do with, I think, people that went on tours before January 6th to kind of map out the place, and then monies that came in, like the Publix heiress and all the people that spent money to fund the whole thing. I think all of those things are coming out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got it. I think you're right about that.
Does that feel right on your end?
Lisa, Constance wants you to do a mediumship read right now.
Oh, okay. Any passed over political figures you might have? Ooh, like maybe John McCain. Ooh. I bet you he'd have something to say. Or I don't know. See who you get, Lisa. I don't want to influence you.
No, go for it. I mean, I'm being tested here.
Yes, you are.
Frida says we will have the biggest celebration when the traders, racist, climate deniers. Yeah. And you know who I'm talking about. Yep, we do.
Well, Lisa's tapping
I might be getting it because there's like a long connection with it, but I'm getting John Lewis.
Oh, Lisa.
Perfect.
My mom went to Fisk University with him for a couple of years before she transferred.
So awesome.
I think it's more or less just keep moving forward with what we are all doing, because I mean we're all doing all the stuff that he would have wanted all of us to do if he was around. So especially with the shift and everything, you know. But yeah, I mean that's definitely who I'm getting is John Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
So John is showing me lines of people voting, marching, voting. So get out and vote.
That's great.
He was all about the marching. So like, you know, when the women's march went on and all that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's on board for all of that.
Yeah. For peaceful protest that just never ends and keep talking and keep fighting. Yeah.
How funny. So actually Constance says, I thought Lisa was taking questions for everybody. The question actually was for all of us.
Oh, that's funny.
Who's throwing it at Lisa? That's hilarious.
Oh,
I love it. It's all right. It's all good.
Hey, whatever works. Yeah.
That's right. So the name that dropped in for me was Bobert. And so I threw some cards on it, and she has a tower coming in. They're pulling it all together. Information. She has that tower coming in.
Awesome.
And Hangman as a result.
Wow.
So I don't know why her name keeps coming in for me this week. But we'll see.
Well,
she might be one of the people.
Yeah.
Connection to him.
I want to look at Marjorie Trader Greene real quick.
oh gosh.
I know.
She
See what what's coming into her future.
She is every angle of crazy.
All right, thank you for doing that, and I'll look for the next question. Hey, Spirit Whisperer, trick or treat.
Hey, Mark.
I love dragon. So, is Granny coming in the house tonight? Granny Manny? Remember, only days before John Lewis died, he went to Black Lives Matter Boulevard in Washington, D.C. The day it was named.
Wow.
Yes, I totally remember that too.
Yeah.
She was on at noon.
Oh, she was. Oh.
Missed her.
Oh, okay. Well, we can go back and watch her, huh? You know what, with Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't see it. Well, I kind of went beyond the week though. So I've got a hamster wheel. So that Magi Method deck, Debbie, that you have.
Deck, yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I do sometimes, and then, so the hamster wheel running around in her karmic hamster wheel is what I was feeling.
Yeah, she's stuck. She can't run. She can't run.
Yeah, she can't run fast, so she's just go stay in one spot, right? And then, and she's inheriting. What is she inheriting? Is some kind of a player, kind of a person coming in? You know, like maybe somebody's going to spill the beans on how she's been funded, is what I'm thinking, and where she got her strength from the devil.
Yeah. When you said player, I was thinking the devil.
Yeah.
It's the bad devil, not me devil. That's
not
you. Not you.
The former guy.
Yeah, and this karmic relationship that she's in with him, you know, because they're all nuts, right?
Yeah,
just totally nuts.
I mean, I don't have much to add to what you have. I got, I use this deck that I love to use it for this stuff. I got the Game Master, and I got the Lovers.
And the Urban Tarot, yeah.
Her partnering up with whoever to behave the way that she does. And I got the Works. You could take that literally, who she works with on everything that she does. But I got Change, and I don't know what to think of that. Does that mean
things are changing?
Just things are changing. There's
a big,
along with the whole shift theme that we're kind of going with.
It could be.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. It does. Sometimes it's about negotiating things. It's always in the material world. And it could be trying to balance out money. That's the way she gets money, maybe. I don't know. Marjorie and taters and greens.
Oh, that's funny. Who said that?
That's priceless, Bonds. I love that.
That is funny.
Yeah. Marie has a question about the voting rights bill. Like, will we get that in? We're both looking at it at the same time. Gates and Marjorie Taylor Greene were on the road together. Did he play her? Oh, that might be what that is, Mimi.
Well, before. Marjorie caught up in all her delusion. She definitely is trying to smooth things out but she's not going to be able to get away. It's coming at her.
Right.
Coming at her.
You guys don't ever buy a wig with fake plastic hair.
It's very itchy. But you can do anything for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost. Yeah. Right. I know. Okay. So voting rights bill in November.
Voting rights.
Will we get it through in November? I've read on it many times, and I always get that it'll get through eventually, but timing is always challenging. Let's see.
Okay.
Come through November. Well, we have to get rid of the filibuster first. Or they have to do some carve out for the filibuster. Otherwise, nothing has a chance. Besides the reconciliation budget, things that they can pass because of the reconciliation budget.
Okay, I mean, I'm trying to figure this out, guys. I don't know about the timing either, but I did get I got gift. I want to say that means it's going to happen for sure, but I don't know if it'll be in November.
That's exactly what I'm getting. Yeah.
And because I got claw, tornado, and repairman. It's like we got to go through some shit.
Yeah.
Before we claw our way up to reaching that conclusion. So.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hangman situation.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at that struggle.
Yeah.
What's that other one underneath, honey? What is that?
You have the hangman and then the page of Pentacles. So it's kind of like it's in movement, but it's slow, and there's a lot of it's kind of hung up right now. I got the Chariot in reverse, which means there's not quite a victory yet.
Yeah.
But look to the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I pretty much got the same thing. I just asked yes or no in November, and so this is definitely a no. There's something that's still majorly wrong. There's still this huge burden. So I've got 2 no cards, and I just kept going to see like how I'll go down the line. There'll be some change. Something new needs to be created, which I think has to do with that cutting the filibuster, right? And then we have a whole new bright expanse of things that they have to at least either do a carve out or Democrats
like
need to.
Repairman.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Yeah.
When I was kind of just checking in, I kept hearing November. No, no in November. I'm like, it's a November.
No.
Yeah, Marie's got a good point. Long as it's before September 2022.
Yes.
But then again, but what's happening meanwhile is they are gerrymandering the what out of with all the redistricting, and they're pitting Democrats against each other. They're making it so hard for people to they're putting everything in place already. And I think like 35 states, 35 out of 50 states.
Wow.
So and it's awful because it's like 10% of the voting population is controlling the rest of us with the way they have it all rigged.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's an awful problem. Yeah.
Frustrating.
I don't see any new questions here. I'm looking.
Oh, happy Halloween, Katie Moonchild. Katie Moonchild's World.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.
And you notice my cat isn't nearby because I've got.
Yeah,
Oh,
He doesn't like
he
them.
doesn't like those.
oh, is that like his spot? And now somebody else is sitting there?
If I'm he really just kind of sits, he kind of wanders around behind me. He doesn't go up high, but he just does not like them at all.
He's like,
Oh, yeah, I don't blame him. What the heck are those?
I know. And
They don't move. One's got a big pumpkin head. What? No, just kidding.
yeah, right. It's like,
we'll see if he shows up.
those things
See if
are
he comes
freaky,
back now.
freaky. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, Sharon C gave birth to her daughter 50 years ago today.
Oh,
Oh,
happy
Wow.
birthday to your
happy
daughter.
birthday
And
to
happy
you.
birthday
Is your
to
daughter
Mom,
really
Mama.
Is your daughter really psychic? born when the veil was so thin?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, here's a question. How about indigenous groups at the G20 and United Nations? How are they going to do? I guess is our question. Oh, let's see.
Well, I feel I do sense a little bit of a step forward. Their voices will be heard. It keeping their expectations in check, because it's always so disappointing. It's like you're only heard part way. Does that make sense? You're only partially heard.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I feel I feel like this is a bigger step than they've had in the past, these groups. Like they're being given a bigger platform, or because I don't know much of. This is very cold reading for me, guys. So I'm just giving what I'm being told.
It
So
sounds
the platform's bigger. It's going to be more than in the past, but still there's work to be done. How's that?
That sounds good. Tasha put in another comment there, Debbie. You can, if you want to slide it over. It relates. Yeah, Indigenous Voices and Group at UN's COP. Oh, is that the climate? Yeah. Oh, COP 26 climate change and the Maoris in New Zealand. Oh, that's a separate thing, but well, maybe not. It's all together. It's all indigenous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll admit I'm not sure where to go with this particular question, but I'll hold up what I have.
Okay.
I got fuel and fire.
Okay. Yeah. Putting the.
And I got hot springs and door.
Yeah. So this is all climate change stuff you're pulling up there, Lisa. Makes sense to me. And they're putting fuel to the fire. They're really bringing it. They're going to be heard they're literally opening that door.
So the door is opening for them.
Yeah. So it's better than you're backing up what I just said, what just came through my guides here. So
yeah.
Right on.
So
awesome.
That looks good to me. And it's also about the climate. Things are heating up, guys. Things are it's just not
heating up metaphorically and
literally.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So the first card I got was a Five of Swords. What am I saying? Five of Wands reversed. So that tells me no more struggle. There's some compromise. Let's get out of I think they're with the G20. I think that there's such a big group of all these other nations that they're coming together, and I think there's a compromise coming in there. It's not, there's no more competing with each other. It's like we're all going to die if this doesn't work, if we don't get this taken care of. And then I've got the Knight of Wands, so it comes in. Well, in this deck it's the rods, but something coming in faster. This is a card of big change. And then with the Hierophant, I think that there's going to be some new laws written about it, is how I'm sensing this card in the context of this question. And then we've got the Empress. So to help support, so these two together could be like the creation of new laws. And to me, she's Mother Earth. You know, she's Mother Earth to me. And then I have the Ace of Cups.
There you go. Yeah.
Yay! I'm so happy about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it helps that, you know, we have Deb Holland. She's in I forget what position that Biden put her in, but she's doing really, really well, and she's an indigenous.
Oh, thank you, Flower Lioness.
Yeah,
Happy
thank you,
Halloween.
Flo. Thank
Deb
you.
Holland is the Secretary of Interior.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I think she's Native American mostly. Yeah, she is. She's Native American. I don't remember which tribe or anything, so I didn't want to say. But yeah, I love her. She was up there, you know, once speaking, and she was just about in tears, you know, for the place where she could actually now do something, and that Biden was giving her basically the, you know, passing her the torch kind of thing.
So things need to change, guys. We need to put this vision into place, or we won't have a choice in the end. It will not be a win-win. We're coming down to the wire here, climate-wise, and not just climate, but kind of embracing all the questions she put up there. We're coming down to the wire here, so we have to be looking towards that future. Okay. I do feel we need to think outside the box and do what we can to make some changes here. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to change our thinking. We have to get away from our boxed thinking. We have to think outside the box, and some things are going to be left behind, but that's okay. Pick up what we can and move forward. If we want this, if we want to see this in our future, we have got to. If we don't, you guys, literally, I'm not making this up.
Right. I know. Right.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable if we do not step forward and start doing
those two cards together. Wow.
Yeah. That's no joke there.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question. We need to really be sending lots of love, light, and healing to our planet and to our people, our indigenous people. We need to come together.
Yeah. Thank you, Melissa and Kathy D. I guess Deb Holland is Laguna Pueblo from New Mexico. Very nice.
Whoa.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So how will we all be feeling December 2022?
How are we going to be feeling?
That's a ways off.
Oh my gosh, it's 11:11 right now. Oh, I'm in San Diego.
That's okay. Yeah. Welcome to my world.
We're on time.
We're on time. Melissa says 1:11 where she's at.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I just looked at the clip. Okay.
Is everybody giving Debbie a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Are we getting thumbs up here? That would help.
Like and subscribe. Freebird Spirit.
Yeah. It really helps.
Tell a friend.
Transformative.
It is. That's right.
Okay.
How will we be feeling December? I guess, politically, because of the political environment, how will we be feeling December 2022?
A year from now. On edge, I tell you. Oh, it's after the elections, just after the elections. Oh yeah, November. I feel change. I feel the energy of change.
Yeah.
I'll show you a little bit of what I have.
Okay.
Okay. December 2022. I did get, which is funny, I got Watchdog and I got Open Road. I'm thinking that means maybe, all eyes are on the individuals and the organizations that need the eyes on them. And things will start opening up a little bit, maybe. In the way we trust government and corporations. And something's opening. The little, the outlook is looking a little better. But I got house under construction and I did get circus. So there's still going to be an element of poo, guys, but it's a process is what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm feeling anxiety around it. It might be December and it might be after the elections, but I'm not sure it's going to be that clear cut.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Underneath, I got Band-Aid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So maybe some things will be happening to appease us a little bit, but there's still work to do because of that construction card. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I've got the Four of Wands. So something is good. Something is coming home to roost. There's some means to celebrate for some reason, and then with the Six of Pentacles, there's some giving and taking. There's some reciprocal type of, bless you.
I'm allergic to these cards.
Oh, okay.
The new card, literally, the new card smell.
Oh, the smell is maybe the laminate on it.
Yeah,
Could be the laminate that I have sneezing fits with stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, so some give and take, I think that's pretty good. But then we're still kind of in a little bit of a defended position because we've got to hold a really strong, wall, hold that strong line and fight. We have to be resilient. But there is some resiliency there. There's some, like that this is a position of strength. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like this could be writing some new laws. Some new laws, maybe it'll be, that kind of coming in. And then I've got the Ten of Cups. So this could be together, like writing some new laws that protect families and or maybe the implementation of some things that have already been written and now it can finally come through. With the infrastructure thing, but then using the Lenormand, this is like snail's pace. Things are moving slow for any of these new things to happen within the government. Bless you. I am hoping that this has something to do with maybe for sure the filibuster will be gone because this brings through the, something that we all care about. And like nobody's left. What I'm hoping is this nobody's left alone to feel like they're all, just totally on their own, which is the way the Republicans want it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it shows some emotions here, global emotions coming on here. And they're still unknown. There's still decisions being made.
Yeah.
In December of 2022. So I'm not sure how clear some of these elections are going to go.
Yeah, just be your natural self, the devil says, right?
Excuse me.
So Pan says, we have a body, let's take care of it.
We're all family here.
Yeah. God. Yeah, it's like, wait.
That was great.
Oh. Oh, T-Barb, yeah, everything is so slow.
Yes,
But it is
Barb,
coming.
that's what I'm feeling. I just feel like it's just not, we're
Yeah.
hoping that we step into December 2022 and it's settled. I'm not feeling quite settled yet, but maybe if
Yeah.
we check another month. Maybe
That's
December,
true. Right. Right.
maybe in 2023 we'll feel more settled.
Well, we still, we'll be right in the thick of the Pluto return. I mean, we've been in it. We've been approaching it. The energy's really intense as you're building up to it. And then February 2022. But then that's just with the independence. I haven't looked at the Constitution, the chart. I need to run a chart on the Constitution. Look at that, because that's really what's under attack.
And I feel like, I feel like the 2023 is going to be much better. I think as we move into 2023, things are going to look much better. You have the unicorn in the world, and it looks better. Looking better in 2023.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna use this deck of character real quick.
Okay.
With just the places, just because I have them separated. I'm gonna ask what place will we be in politically? Will it be more fair? Will it be, and so December, or maybe I should just kind of maybe inch it out towards past January, maybe?
Yeah. That's kind of how
right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's weird. I got the island card again. The island, the world. Oh, this has to do with climate change, I think. Yes, absolutely. Oh, man. Okay. And then what's on the bottom? Let's see. Okay. So with the island in the world, I think this has to do with, doesn't matter where you live. We could have sea level rise with the island, or it would be over here. Sea level rise with the islands, that's the scary thing. And I think we're going to see that. And we're also going to see more fires and more crazy, there's going to be hurricanes.
Crazy weather.
Crazy weather with these two. Yeah.
Wow.
And we're going to start realizing the earth is our home. And, that, so next year is the year for climate change is what I'm thinking, next year moving into it. And on the bottom, we've got these two.
Oh.
Yeah, I do feel we're going to see a lot more with our farmer guy. And some movement on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And that, you know what? I just had this weird thinking. What if this is what, well, okay, hold on, because here's the card I got do I still have, yeah, here it is. Here's a card I got a long time ago, and it's asking the future of the GOP party. Literally, and this is what they've been doing. So if they won't get behind climate change, and meanwhile, we're seeing all of this stuff, right, all over the world, and then the rest, and then people like having, because what's going to happen is sea level's going to rise, and everybody's going to move further north, right? So we're going to have much more migration, and so if they won't get on board with ways to to combat climate change, then their party is just, they're doing more of this. So climate change may be one. Mother Earth will always dictate the path to go, right? Yeah, and when. Yeah, what to do and when and where and all of that. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I have to, every once in a while, I just have to look. So I don't have my computer glasses. I only have my regular glasses, and I can't see. And so I have to lift these up just to give my eyes a.
You should try using the steampunk goggles.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
See if that'll help.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Oh.
So if you see
Oh
me
my
do this,
goodness.
I'm just actually seeing clearly. I'm like, oh, that feels good.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, any other questions come up before we dive into our big topic?
Well, Kathy D asked how often does the Uranus return happen? It's 84 years, which Melissa answered. Yeah. So every 84 years. So 84 years from now, we'll have Uranus in Taurus again. No, it's pretty much right on 83 and a half to 84. It's a pretty constant orbit. It's not Pluto, like Pluto has an elliptical orbit. They try to track it in the ephemeris, but I mean, I've got this book over here that I look at and it's like, no, that was off when it gets there, Anyway.
Mimi says while listening, she felt that it will be a rough winter and will force action on the climate regulations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Janet says, did you see the commercial of the dinosaur addressing the UN?
No, I missed that.
Didn't that sounds really good? Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Pluto's orbit is definitely wonky. Well, because it goes with the evolution of the soul. So it's like, okay, how many souls in Pluto in, let's say, we won't see it in our lifetimes, but how many Pluto in Aries are we going to let in this juncture? And then how many Pluto in Taurus? How many Pluto? Hitler was born with Pluto in Gemini. There aren't those people. I don't know if there's any of those on the planet left. But we now have Pluto Cancer, Pluto Leo, of course, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag and Capricorn. So we're missing Pluto in Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini.
Okay.
FYI.
FYI.
TMI.
I'm fascinated that you remember all that stuff. That's
I know, me
crazy
too.
to
I'm
me.
just like, whoa.
I listen every
I'm always
time. It all circles in my brain. I'm like, wow.
What do I do with that?
No, it's not that. It's fascinating.
But as I was sitting here, Denise, and you were sharing that, Ivanka dropped in my.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
Oh,
so
tell.
I just wanted to tap in and see what's going on with Ivanka.
Okay.
And I feel she's going to create a little chaos for the king. She already has the money trail information fully on him, and so I feel like there's a little of that coming in this week. She's mad, you guys. She's not happy with him. This is red for those of you who can't tell.
Right. It's definitely red. Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, she's definitely very emotional about this. And
that goes with my monthly reading on her. That goes exactly what you're saying,
yeah,
Debbie.
so I'm going to just go through these cards because you know how Andrea just turns over the deck and starts reading. So she's mad about this. So yeah, she's going to bring that information forward to help forward movement on the investigation. She's running high with emotions, and the world. She's bringing the world the truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that makes sense because she's the youngest. She's got her kids. She has, you know what I mean? She does have those legal things coming down on her, though, I think, with taxes, but she could probably weather that,
That could be
even
part
if
that could be part of the chaos, too, that's coming against her. But
Right. Because she's like daddy's little girl, and whatever he said to do, she probably thought, oh, this is okay because he's been doing it all these years, and grandpa's been did it, and who am I to, right? Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did, Miss Lady. Sure she did. But we knew she would. She's a mama. She has a family. And she also.
Oh yeah, she definitely has ratted him out. I'm positive of that too. Yeah.
She also likes her status. She doesn't want to lose her money status.
Right. Although no one's buying her stuff anymore.
I mean, she doesn't
because the
even
people
spend
that
any
could
time around him anymore, does she? They're never.
I don't think so. And I think her and what's his name?
read a while ago, for a long time they would go visit at Mar-a-Lago quite a bit, and they haven't been there for months and months and months.
Right. Yeah. They bought a big mansion in New Jersey, I guess, but I think another one in Florida. New Jersey and Florida.
A few years ago, when I read on her a couple of years ago, whatever, I haven't lost track of time. I saw her shopping at Walmart, you know what I mean? Or Target, looking at Target, not quite Walmart, but
Target.
Target. And of course that's metaphor, but she definitely she was definitely in the future going to have to face making some significant financial changes and choices for herself.
Yeah.
Barbie jail.
Yeah, Barbie jail.
Nice. I love that smiling heart. That's great.
That'd be very tiny jail.
It would be tiny.
Anyway, so I feel like we can move on now into the discussion that was started last week. And we were talking about Dolores Cannon and
Dolores Cannon.
What did I say?
Is that what you said? What did you say?
I don't know. Probably not. Dolores.
Could have been my computer cut out. It could have been, yeah.
Yeah, that was it, Denise.
Well, it could have been. I don't know. Because it keeps happening.
I probably meant to say Dolores Cannon, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. Whatever, yeah.
I probably said Doris. Anyway, so.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, that was close. She said
Doris is,
Thanks,
yeah.
Debsy.
Dolores.
Debsy threw me on the bus. I said Doris.
She said, Deb.
So Dolores Cannon and the shadow people.
Yeah, or backdrop people.
Why do I keep calling them shadow people? That's what I.
Well, it's the same thing. You're describing it perfectly.
Okay. And I like the little bit of a history that you gave, Denise, on it. Can you let us know, because a lot of us don't know what this was about?
Yeah, well, I didn't know either, but afterwards, later in the day after, because we read on it last Sunday, I think. Yeah. But it was kind of bugging me. It was like, I feel like there's something weird about that. So I looked online. I couldn't find like the direct, like whatever she wrote. There were tons of YouTube videos and a bunch of other stuff that kept, like, my BS meter just kept going off. So I just, oh, darn it, I'll just go buy the dang book. So I got on Amazon, bought the Kindle download. And so it's in volume 4 and volume 5, but I only bought volume 5 because it was like a recap kind of a thing. So it talked about, and I think I posted it in the comments of Sunday's video. So Dolores Cannon did, you guys probably know way more than I do about what she did, but what I gathered was that she was a hypnotherapist, and throughout the years, she really liked diving into, yeah, me too. We all, oh God, especially when you're accessing different realms, right?
Totally. It makes it 100% harder.
Yeah, totally. But anyway, so Dolores Cannon, being a hypnotherapist, she eventually got into that interest of past lives. So she would do, like past life regression work in her practice. And so she had somebody on, in deep hypnotherapy, in accessing her past life. And the woman's name was Susan, I think, or Suzanne. I think it was Susan. And the woman went back to a past life where she was a man, all hairy, covered in fur. Dinosaurs were dying. The air was awful. Couldn't breathe. Had to live in a cave to survive. And you were lucky if you found a cave that didn't have the light, that let in the light, because the only places you could breathe were in the caves or down low. Dinosaurs were dying because volcanoes were going off, and you know how that is when you breathe that in, it's like cement in your lungs. So it's like,
Yeah.
and this Susan was saying she was a man who was really short because down low to the ground, but the dinosaurs are all dropping like flies because they can't, So a lot of it was about survival and the animals that they had to hunt, and they had, couldn't just eat vegetation anymore. It had to be these animals that they really didn't want to kill. But anyway, then she starts talking about where she actually comes from, and it was some crystal-like city. And she said that only certain people had missions and purpose, and it was her purpose to rescue some little girl in this prehistoric time. And that's the reason that he was there, as a furry man to like rescue this little girl. And then she goes on to say, keeps going and going with it. And she's in this realm of this crystal city or whatever, where she comes from. And she's saying that people in the prehistoric, time, people from her realm incarnate as backdrop people. They don't have real souls, which my bullshit meter went off like crazy. And that, but this is what this person believed in this realm that they lived in. And that might have been true for that realm, that dimension or whatever. But, I didn't see the Irish granny. Cool. Okay. During the time of the Essenes. Fascinating. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, later on, Dolores Cannon, she didn't take it out of the book, but she put out some statement, I guess, saying that she didn't believe in that herself. She didn't believe in backdrop people, but like maybe it was true, like in that dimension, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. So Lisa was right on, because Lisa had the Seven of Cups right up. She had the Seven of Cups and some other card that was like, no, that bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically.
We were kind of all getting a little of that.
Yeah, and you were right on too. And then I just went to this other realm of I don't know what, like some higher realm, but what didn't have. I don't think it had anything to do. I don't remember. I can't even remember what I said.
Feel like my guides were showing me something that it's not. I'd have to relook at it, but I was kind of right along with what I was saying.
Yeah, I remember you did say something like, "This is way bigger." You said this is way bigger.
Right. There's layers to this. There's layers. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. Let's read on this, guys. Let's read on the backdrop people.
Okay.
Walk-ins are a little bit different, Andrea.
Do it again.
Backdrop people, they're saying, came in to be fillers they didn't really even have a soul. They were just fillers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Seth books are awesome. Yeah. So are the Pathwork lectures are awesome too. There was channeled at about the same time as the Seth books, as Jane Roberts. Let's see. But what dimension are we reading from? Are we reading from Earth, or are we reading from this crystal city that's supposedly
I'm reading. I don't know. I'm just asking about is this a thing? Who were the backdrop people? So whoever was there and said, having the past life experience.
Yeah.
So it might have been their experience, but who truly were the backdrop people?
Okay.
And I'm not seeing that they were people without a soul.
They don't have a soul?
That's what they felt. Like they were just fillers with people with no souls.
Yeah. Well, that's what this one lady was getting from the dimension she was coming from in a past life. So in that dimension, that's what they believed at that time. I remember what cards I got now because I just grabbed the same deck. I got the gaslighting card, and then I remember I used this other deck, and I got something about soul retrieval. I remember now.
Okay.
Oh, it's right here because I haven't used it since.
Oh my
Here's
God.
what I got. I got the inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. Devotion. I don't know. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. And then this releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives.
Okay.
I don't know. So it's kind of in that realm, but I didn't know.
I don't know, ladies, but here's what I got.
Okay, let's see what you got.
I got the Ace of Swords, and I got the Star. I mean, those look like soulful cards to me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And I also got the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. I'm getting the same kind of a feel.
Yeah.
So
definitely with power and purpose and
yeah.
I think I'll just ask if the backdrop people was even a real thing. Because I already got the gaslight card. I don't need to do that. At the bottom,
I got the Two of Swords. I don't know. I guess it's your blind choice to decide one way or the other, I suppose.
Yeah, it can be denial. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Could be whoever that person was like denying. Let me just see if it was this one person.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you believe these people don't have a soul, then you can do whatever you want to them, right?
Sure.
You make that
right. And it's like that old.
It's the same old thing that we dealt with for centuries, and we
were just going the same place, Debbie.
Like all that. If you truly put in your mind that this is there, that there's no soul, you're just putting it into giving you permission to treat them back poorly.
It's an excuse, and it's a decision that you make, just like the two.
Yeah,
it's right. It's an excuse.
And that blindness, Lisa, that's right. And the thing that I was tuning into right when you started talking, we're right there on that same wavelength, is this like hierarchy of better than, right? I've got a mission. I have a purpose. You don't even have a soul. It's like, how effed up is that?
It's just a power,
right?
Power play.
And it's not true. So whatever dimension that soul was coming from was not coming from a dimension of truth. But how many dimensions we must have for every soul to go through? Because under the law of affinity, like attracts like, that's where we incarnate. And at least here on earth, we're working out, half good, half bad, and it's dark and light, right? Yeah. And you get to make a choice as how you navigate. But in that realm, at least where that person was coming from, it's just, that's pretty messed up. It might have been more than might not have just been duality. It might have been like 70% dark and 30% light or something, but they have their crystal city. Okay, whatever.
I was thinking about what what was just pinned just now. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was even thinking about this
Well, that's
Holocaust.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Generations that we've done that with the slave owners did the same thing. I'm
Yeah,
just saying, guys.
I don't need cards for this.
Very strong. I don't either.
The Nazis did the same thing.
Nazis did the
everything
same thing.
with the indigenous people, same thing.
We've
Yeah,
done
Armenia.
We've done it to our but you guys, all I'm saying is I pulled one card, and we are all one.
Yeah, that's right. That's
so
right.
There you go. We just debunked the.
Yeah, which I'm sure Dolores Cannon did, soon after, at some point after, and just went, this can't be true. But it does show you about all these different dimensions, and thank you, Sharon.
Yes, Dan. Exactly.
The human race.
We are, and it's like, come on, how many? Seriously, from the very beginning, we've been dealing with this shit.
Right. Just bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Caca.
Yeah. Really.
Well, I'm glad we got that.
I feel better somehow. I guess that was bugging me. I don't know.
I do feel I do feel way better too, you guys. I do. Yeah. It was bugging me after I was like, something's off about that. We are the world. Yeah.
We are the world.
Oh, I want to tell you guys about something I watched yesterday that I truly recommend. I don't know where else you can get it, but I just recently got a subscription to HBO, even though I didn't for a long time because they were owned by AT&T, and were biggest donators to the Trump campaign. But anyway, I go in and out of this HBO Go thing, and I'll just binge watch some stuff once in a while. But yesterday I watched a 2-part series on George Harrison.
Oh.
And just to listen to all his, I have his music, but I didn't have all of it, and I didn't realize how much he did that was his own, and so it goes through his whole life.
Cool.
From young growing up to meeting John and Paul, and then and his relationship with Ringo, and it was it turns out I guess he was just a love munch, just like a heart for the whole band. Not much in his head, more very much body oriented.
I always liked the stuff that he wrote. Like While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Love that.
Oh God, I know, right? Oh,
what's that one? Oh, of course.
Here Comes the Sun. He was.
What is it?
There's another one. He did so many. You got to watch it, Lisa. You'll love it.
I'll have to. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was the one that brought in, he's the one that really could play guitar. He really could make his guitar gently. And he was the one that, John and Paul could sing really well, and they could play too, but not like he could. And they couldn't sometimes get out of the lyrics to bring in the harmony. He would always bring in the, they would just start singing or get the words out, and he would bring in the, his guitar and just start
the heart of it without all the glamour of it. He was kind of the behind the scenes important guy.
Something. There you go.
Always all about John and Paul.
It was always about them, and they kind of they loved him, but they all described it as being John wasn't there to describe it because but Paul described it as kind of in a marriage, sometimes you always love each other, but then you sometimes hate each other too. And,
My Sweet Lord. That's the other song he
That's
does.
it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, and his whole relationship with Ravi Shankar is in there, and just that whole thing. It's a lot about his spiritual journey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Which I didn't totally, not all of it. But I wanted him. What I came away from was I felt like the throat chakra. Having throat cancer. Of course, he smoked. They all smoked like fiends, but I felt like because of his spiritual path, he was always trying to be in the love and light, positive place, and I felt like he didn't get to say how hurt he was. He didn't get to ever express, how. I don't know that he totally did his grieving, so he had trouble with, and he even had one accident where a guy stabbed him in the lung, and like his lung. So it's like the grief of the lung. Like there were these patterns I felt with the heart and the throat that, and they also did major drugs. So there's all that too.
There's all that.
There's a lot of entertainment in the in the 2-part series. Yeah. He also birthed the traveling Wilburys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Roland, thank you.
Thanks for being here, everyone. Happy Halloween. These cards, they're just throwing up their fumes at me.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so Cash Peters did his soul crossing. I'll have to look for that. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
That'll be
Thank you.
Interesting to see.
No.
All right, you guys. Well, happy Halloween. It was so nice to hang out with everybody today.
Always.
And be dressed up and do something fun and different.
Yeah.
And, enjoy the rest of your day. What else, guys? What else?
I don't know.
That's it. Oh, we didn't draw a card for letting him go for the week, but I don't know. Should we do that? Should we just do one card?
Yeah.
We could do one. Let's do one card. Okay, let's do one card. That was the only thing. If there's something else, that would have been it. But if you need to go, we can stop.
Oh, no. I think I'm just getting uncomfortable in this chair.
Oh, yeah. I know. My butt hurts, too.
Yeah.
And I have no reason to it's just hard to sit. Yeah.
Terry has her Halloween bags ready.
Yay. Neighborhood kiddos. I get like 1,000 kids. Over 1,000.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, how great is that?
It's just like you just stand there. Last year because of COVID, I didn't. I just like, ooh, sorry. But then the year before, I did with my neighbors, and then one year I just got a lawn chair and dressed up really, really warm and just sat there with all the candy around me and just passed out.
That's what I would do.
Because you can't, it's like up, down, oh God, or you just don't ever get away from the doorway and you end up standing, and I was having back problems.
Yeah. No, I would just sit on a chair. Last place I lived when I lived here in San Diego, I just sat in my chair and had my it was so fun.
Yeah.
We get them that come through, but we get like
did you guys get that troll?
Imports. We get people that drive here and then drop their kids off and then they.
That's how I get 1,000. Yeah, that's how I get over 1,000. That is exactly what they do.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't care. I think it's great.
No, but it is what they do. Yeah. Oh, good. Thanks. You got the troll.
Thank you, Sharon. I didn't see
Mr. Mordecai. Oh, he was saying happy birthday to Satan. Love you, man. He said.
I got the garden card, and that's perfect for today. It's perfect for the day, and it's all about community coming together, loving on each other, and have fun for all the kids coming out. So literally, this is holiday. Literally, this is today. Literally, it's community. So, and I feel like we have community right now, and I love it. I just
Absolutely.
hanging out here.
Yeah. Yeah. I got this one, Deep Quiet. Oh, dark
Ooh.
purple. Deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. Yeah. So once we're all ready and waiting for the kids, maybe we can take 5 minutes or a little bit, put our intentions out there, getting ready for the new moon on Thursday. We can start with the new moon already. New moon in Scorpio that, can deeply manifest something. Okay, I'm done.
Well, guys, ironically, it's a card that I've pulled here before. I think it was here.
Really?
And I am the devil today, so sorry,
There you
Debbie.
go.
Everybody, you are loved.
Yay.
Oh,
You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
there you go.
Amen.
We're not
Amen.
backdrop people, right?
We're not
That's
backdrop
right.
people.
No one is. No backdrop people.
No backdrop people.
Yeah.
Anyways, love and light, you guys. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the thin veil. So again, if you
Love
in
you
the
too.
class, practice today. And if you want to be in the class, there's a new one that opened up. So check.
Oh, you have another spot, right?
Yeah,
Or
we have
whole
another
new
class opening up in
November 30th, right?
on November 30th. Yes. So
Awesome. Yeah.
well,
Yay.
someone knows exactly when it's out. Yeah. So check that out on my community page. You can click on the link and find your way.
Join. Awesome.
Nice.
Yay. Yeah, and then I'll be on my channel on Tuesday. We'll all be back Tuesday at 1:00 Pacific time. So that's 2:00 Debbie's time.
I mean, I don't know if I am, but
Oh no, you won't. No, I'm sorry. That's right. You'll be traveling. That's right. So it'll be Lisa and I. Yay! Yay! That's right. Yeah. And then you'll be next week, the week after, and the other following Tuesdays until we'll switch
Women Tuesday night. Woo.
Nasty Women Tuesday night. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, you guys. Thank you for all the moderators today and filling in for Lucian as well. So blessings to you, and we'll see you all next Sunday.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful week.
Guys.
Bye.